So Scott, did that roll count now since Hype Train happened?
I'm actually
or
gonna
whatever it counts for.
I'm actually gonna allow Hype Train to make a poll, and on that poll they can decide whether or not that roll counts. Does that sound fair? Should I mean, since I have to suffer because I just said all those thank yous, and I was muted during the entire fucking thing. Rena was like, "Oh, I thought," because Rena even saw me reading it.
I was like, he looks like he's talking to stream. Okay, we'll just wait. Yeah.
Naga said no, and Steve said was specifically for that roll.
Let him die.
Listen, Steve, are you saying that the rules were already set and I can't change them? Is that what you're trying to say, Steve?
I think that's what he's saying.
So,
reborn as a salamander?
Like Edie Beatty. He's just like.
Oh, actually, I have something for that. Hold on. Oh, she's giggling.
But he still
hardcore.
can like communicate like Ophios. He's
Oh,
like that big, but he can tell.
I found a.
How would that work? There's not even a salamander race.
We'd have to carry him
folks.
around.
Oh, a 5e salamander? Oh no.
That did not work out. There we go.
Let me
Oh
read you guys what a 5e salamander is.
Isn't that a what's it called?
Scott, no.
Komodo dragon?
I don't know. It was a statue either way.
Armor class 15. Size is large elemental, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Speed is 30. Hit points are 90. I have more hit points. Strength is 18. Dex is 14. Con is 15. Intelligence is an 11. Wisdom is a 10. And Charisma is a 2.
Appropriate.
Vulnerable to cold. Damage resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical. Immune to fire. Dark vision 60. Passive perception is 10. Language is Ignan. Heated body, heated weapons. Any metal melee weapon the salamander wields deals an extra 3 1d6 fire damage on hit. I think it's just 1d6 damage.
Correct. 3 if you choose to take averages, which some DMs
Has
do.
multi-attack, has a spear attack, and has a tail attack.
That's what he can look like.
All right. So, they bring you guys to prison.
God damn it.
God damn it.
She said, "I don't give a shit. I'll go back to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be worse than where it was.
Last time I went to prison, I killed me an alien.
I had to drag my dead cellmate around for fucking days, bro. Couldn't be
I'm
worse."
drinking the flat earth. Daelric, look, I'm drinking flat earth. Because it's green. The green screen. Yeah.
So when you guys get put into the prison, you put down there for a couple of hours. And then eventually somebody comes down. There's a woman that honestly is a Perrin woman comes down. She kind of looks sad. She kind of looks downtrodden as she comes walking in and looks through the cell to the two of you and goes, why were you breaking into the bank?
It wasn't for the money.
Honestly, you probably wouldn't believe us if we told you.
I mean, I've seen some pretty messed up things in my day.
You want to know the truth?
Go ahead.
We were following a dying snake.
From the hospital.
No, a different one. Clearly, he's like, that caught him off guard, and he's like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Do you say no, a different one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he'll like cringe and like look off to Rena to be like, help me.
Deception with
He's gonna be like, what?
deception with disadvantage.
I do not plan on passing this check, So you can just give me an auto fail if you'd like.
No, you can. This is deception at disadvantage.
Okay, let's get another one going. A 5.
What was the roll? What was this for? Deceiving
worry
about a different snake?
Woohoo! She goes, well, that's out of my wheelhouse. And she turns and starts walking up the stairs. You guys are left alone for about another hour.
You know, Rena, at any point we could leave.
Eventually, sorry.
Nothing. You would just say it's just going to be really loud.
Eventually you would have another. Eventually you would have another person coming down the stairs. Is actually a human this time. You hear him coming first. You smell him coming second, and then you see him. Oh boy, that is a strong smell of. Is it whiskey? You're pretty sure it's whiskey. You can definitely smell him before he comes in. He comes in and he definitely has that half-closed eye look of somebody who has had several beverages, to say the least. And he walks in, he's like, hey, you guys, we're chasing a snake man. That's
Yep.
cool. It's cool.
Who the
Okay.
hell are you?
I'm Xander. So, snake guy, he, snake head, man body, he died?
Xander. I don't know if I know that name in meta or if I know that game as the character.
I don't think you know the character.
Meta. I know it in meta.
Okay. That's probably what it is then. Yeah. He died.
Ooh, that sucks. I've seen a few people die, in my care. More than a few. A lot have died. I'm good at healing people, though.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, well, war, disease. You know how it is. Hey, listen. Why'd you break into the bank?
We were following our dying friend. You want to bring another person in that I can tell that to, or are you?
Well,
gonna do
we
what?
might have to. Why into the bank?
'Cause that's where he wanted to go.
So he was dying and he wanted to have a couple coins before he died? I mean, come on.
Nope.
You guys realize this story just sounds kind
Went
of...
straight to the basement. Found a fire elemental down there, but at that point, the snake was unconscious and he died.
No body has been found. You sure he's dead?
Did we bury him?
I assume he's asking Arena.
She'll
Yeah,
just
he's
stay.
They
She'll
both
stand.
look at Rena as you ask
She'll
her.
stand and walk towards the bars or whatever, and just say, "He said it already."
But the body?
It's gone.
Maybe when snakes die, they turn invisible.
Well, you guys turned invisible. Oh. Maybe they didn't find it because it was invisible. Sorry, I was busy today. I just found out I'm going to have some neighbors moving in that aren't very nice. One of them tried to kill me. I tried to let him. I'll go look for the body. He's probably not invisible anymore since, you messed up your spell there. You gotta, focus on those things. Don't go, running into people and stuff. All right.
You're not gonna
Listen,
find it.
Xander.
He turns back.
Can we just leave, please?
Oh,
We really have a long trip.
Honestly, your story sounds too stupid to be real. So I'm guessing that you're not lying, but we can't verify, whether or not it's true if we can't verify whether or not it's true. So we'll have a couple of the girls from the hospital identify you and, we'll see what we can do. But honestly, I have no clue who you are.
Is it daytime
Yes.
at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I have a question. Because, there's a description going around talking about you. What's your name? He says, looking at Rena.
How close is he? Or is he by the door?
He went over to the door and turned back when you said something. He's, he's standing there. He's kind of like leaning, swaying against the door.
She'll just say, seems like you already know.
Honestly, I don't. Somebody else thought they did. So I've, figured I'd ask.
Hey,
Who's
Xander. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I asked you first, lady. He says, kind of drunken playfully, not like threateningly.
Tell me who asked and I'll tell you.
Tell me and I'll tell you who asked. Come
Okay,
on,
Elijah just puts
ladies-
his hand,
ladies
puts
first.
his head in his hand and just, oh my god.
She'll just shoot Elijah a look and just say, Rena.
You are Rena. All right. That's he's gonna be so happy he was right. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't bet him. He had that look in his eye, like he was gonna win the. Anyways, all right. We'll figure out what we gotta figure out. And he walked away.
Xander, you're the name we wanted.
Continues walking away. He actually stumbles at one point.
That's great.
Another hour or so passes. And the door opens up again. And Dwayne walks in.
The Rock? How much did you pay to get him on the show, Daelric? He's the top earning actor of this year.
Guys, I got Bradley Cooper. I couldn't get The Rock as well.
Damn.
I know standards. I know, but
I want to play with a stupid raccoon.
Dwayne, who?
Dwayne,
Who?
you don't remember Dwayne?
I'm sorry.
The guy who you helped sneak away from the Paradise castle before? Oh no, sorry. Never mind. Rewind. The guy, the guy who paid you a lot of money to turn you in and helped you right before you fought the Loper before. Remember, he took you and brought you into prison and handed you into prison and got paid a fuck ton of money, and then he gave a portion of that money to.
Oh, he working with
Wait,
Flint.
I thought
Yeah.
his name was different.
No.
Okay. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know
now.
him. I have no idea who he is.
Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, you don't know who he is. So he comes walking downstairs. He's like, Rena, it is you.
What are you doing here?
Working. What are you doing here? Listen, so he's like, I'm sorry. And he gets his keys out and unlocks the door and swings it open. I didn't put you in one cell to find you in another one.
You work here?
It's a long story. Don't worry about it. Where's Yondis? Is it true what they said about Ophios?
She won't say anything.
Yeah, at her silence, Elijah would walk up and introduce himself and hold out a hand and say, I'm Elijah, the company's wizard.
He shakes your hand, says, Dwayne, pleasure to meet you. He says, gives another concerned look over at Rena and then looks back over at Elijah and says, is it true about Ophios? Did he die?
They both did.
They both did?
She'll actually go to walk past him towards the door.
He looks after her with a concerned look, then looks back at you and says, would the two of you mind joining me for a drink?
I got a feeling she's not going to accept.
I have a feeling like it's a good idea for her to do so. I technically am not the one with authority to let you go, so why don't we keep you out of sight for a couple of hours while I get things figured out, and then we can have you go about whatever it is you want to do.
Great.
You know.
And he claps him on the back. You can tell her.
Rena. And he says, kind of like giving that like tone of hold up. And he walks to take like a half step in front of her and says, this way. And then leads her to where her stuff is so she can grab it. And then as you're kind of like grabbing your equipment, you know, weapons, put them on, so on and so forth. You already have your armor on. He says, listen, just need to lie low for a short period of time. I know you know the drill. Just come grab a drink, the two of you for a bit. Catch me up.
All right. Lead the way.
He leads you guys out of there and then over to actually a nice house. It's funny, actually. He leads you to a mansion. It's like a nice mansion. Like a really nice, it's definitely way too nice. I mean, he got paid a lot. This mansion is too nice for him. Funny thing about the mansion is it's missing all of its like portraits and artwork and nice furniture. Some of the furniture smashed in it or whatever. But you know, it's a really nice mansion and the wallpaper's holding up pretty well. Anyways,
Wow,
he's
Dwayne,
like,
a repo.
Didn't take you for the fixer-upper type.
I said it was a gift from Chosen of the Blade for it. It doesn't matter. And so he starts like leading you over to where it's the kitchen. It's like where a couple of seats are that aren't completely broken. It's like two seats. One of them has been like, you know, tied together with ropes or whatever, so it doesn't fall apart. Another one is like a crate. Another one's actual function chair or whatever. And for the three of you to sit down, he pulls out a bottle of whiskey. Actually, yeah, he pulls out a small bottle of whiskey and says, "I took this from Xander. He doesn't need it." You know, pops the cork and then hands it to Rena. No glass or anything, just hands her the bottle.
She'll take it and say, "Are you his new neighbor then?" While taking a swig.
In reference to Xander, sorry, out of game? Okay.
Yeah.
We work on the council together. To give you the short version, Hodgwen war, they lost. They were terrible anyways. The city is now run by a group of people, representatives from the other towns in Adir, as well as citizens of Hodgwen. It's a thing. I'm here serving Hodgwen, but I told you that I had a job in a kingdom before.
She just nods, hands the bottle over to Elijah.
So glad you handed it to me.
I imagine you said you took a swig, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A healthy swig, yeah.
You know, it's not good. It's not good. It burns.
That's great.
So Elijah, because he's observant, sees that it burns, and he'll take it and he'll turn to
He frosts it.
Dwayne. He's gonna turn to Dwayne and say, Do you like it cold?
Getting ice is a little difficult this time of year.
Right. And he'll just frost breath it and like freeze the bottom of it, and then take a swig and hand it to him.
It's so cold, it literally numbs his fingers as he touches it at first. He's like, because he grabs it from like the wrong spot. He's like, ooh, and like has to switch hands to hold it from higher up in the bottle.
By the neck. Hold it by the neck.
Nice trick. And takes like another healthy swig. You know, one of those things where it's like, it helps. Like a pained look on his face. Anyways, he looks at you and says, what happened? How did Yondis and Ophios... Was it at the same time?
Looks at Rena, I'm assuming when you said you?
Yep.
Sorry. Okay.
He knows I'm new.
She'll actually hold her hand out for the bottle.
He hands it over to her.
It was Yondis first.
How'd he go?
Ophios.
Sorry, I wouldn't have interrupted you if he saw that you were going to speak.
She would say, and then Ophios last night.
How'd they go?
Same fucking way. Another bounty hunter. Or not, I guess. Well, we did speculate that he was a bounty hunter, huh? I'll call him a troll.
I was gonna say different ways because
Gonna
Yondis probably went quick. Ophios went by disease.
Well,
same guy.
same
Same guy,
dude.
yeah. He says, you say a troll bounty hunter?
She nods.
I've never heard of a troll bounty hunter, and I worked that job for some time.
I mean, we assumed that's what he was since he was basically hunting us down. This was back when the rebellion was still going on.
Most trolls have pretty short attention spans. From what I can gather, I've never, thank God, never had to fight one. But the idea of
Could be a half troll.
could be. Did he have a name? I don't think you guys ever got the name.
Nope.
Did you guys
Never
mention the troll hounds?
Hmm.
Which is why you
No.
said
Not yet.
He says, do you know anything else about him? How did he kill your friends?
Well, it wasn't him directly. It was his troll hounds he had with him. Disgusting things. Made of decaying matter, I suppose.
Wait, 2 hounds, beastly creatures, troll hounds. I'm not familiar with troll hounds, but it could fit the description. Was he furry?
Were they?
Well, I don't know his sexual preferences, but
he was. Rena, there was a time we
Yes.
talked about it. He was definitely.
he was covered in animal fur.
Sorry, I pictured them a specific way, so I didn't. Anyway, yes.
I can actually show you his token, Rena. This might make it easier for you.
Ooh, roll 20 tab.
Oh, him. That's him, and then
Yep.
his troll hounds.
Yep. Okay. So, anyways, he goes, "Oh, do you mean? Did he hunt you by bow?
Yes.
Excellent marksman.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Shot me the first time he saw me, or we saw him.
That's
He
the
shoots
terror.
us before we see him.
That's the terror of the Barrenlands. He's while being as furry as he is able to walk the dunes, they say, walk the wastelands and pick out his prey with ease. That's probably where he got those things from. He's not from around here, but he has a reputation. Kudan is his name. And if you're in his sights, I understand why. Rena, he's probably hunting you.
I mean, that's what we assumed at the time, but for different reasons, I suppose. Do you know why he might be?
I mean, there is a massive bounty that was put on your head. Maybe he doesn't know it was turned in. Or he could be one of those bounty hunters that doesn't like not succeeding.
So obviously, he's been sighted in the area. Have you heard of where he could be?
I haven't, but funny enough, my position in the government is to know things. I can put an ear to the ground and see what I can find out. I also happen to know a decent sized cabal of druids. They could potentially see what they can hear from people that you and I can't talk to.
Well, the last I saw him was just outside of what was that tiny town?
Hardgwen.
name? It was outside of Hardgwen.
The
I
city
thought we
you're
were in
in.
a different
Mm-mm.
town. That's where we fought him.
Well, you
So it
fought
was
him.
like-
It was like a small little, yeah.
So that's where I would say then.
Yep.
Give him the roundabout where he was
We can find him. But what's your plan?
to kill him.
I've never seen this man. I've never met him. I've just heard fireside stories and jobs with other people. What's your plan?
I mean, I injured him pretty badly the last time. So badly, in fact, that he ended up taking off. Pretty confident I could take him down myself.
You killed one of his hounds too.
Hmm.
Or Ophios did.
I would have had the other one too if I had had fire.
We'll be ready this time.
You need fire?
Unfortunately for the troll hounds,
It's disgusting.
they only go by
Creatures
fire
regenerate.
and something else. Forget. Magic, I guess you'd say.
I might be able to get you some fire. I have I know a girl. She's actually a Maltese mage, funny enough. Maybe she knows, or at least she used to be a mage. It's a long story. I don't really know her backstory well enough. But she used to be a she might know a way of conjuring fire. Her and
You have a
Kithel have
title?
been working close together. Yeah, her name is actually having a hard time pulling it up. Give me a second. It's I know the first name top of my head, but it's the last name I'm trying to find out. So give for me moment, please. Give for me moment, please.
Is it a Faerun minute?
No, moment.
That's the moment.
Moment. Please. All right, here we go. Her name is click. Stupid roll 20. It is fuck me.
Her name's Fuck Me, Dwayne.
Wait, is that the name? Are you saying it's
Roll
Doxy's
20 so
character?
slow. Yes.
Are you saying it's Doxy's character? Fuck me.
Fucking me. Fuck you,
Dwayne,
no
are you-
fuck me. Oh, of course it
Dwayne,
doesn't
your
have her
accent's
last name
changed.
here. Things are never
Is
where
Dwayne
I
like-
want them to be.
I like the idea of Dwayne like fiddling through a book, like leafing through pages. Like, what's a fucking name?
While we're just sitting here like,
It's her name is actually Guinevere Velmont.
Does she have a title?
She works she's worked, you know, with the people of Valoran in the past. I don't know what her title would be. She's just kind of researcher of sorts. I don't know her very well, but she might be able to conjure up something to help you out. Messy, do you remember that name?
Guinevere?
No, Velmont.
Belmont? No.
Remember your backstory?
I'm on a wall. It's cold. And then I leave. I don't remember Velmont.
The man's name that had worked with you in the past for how things turned out. His last name was Velmont.
Oh, because I made a joke about it being the Belmonts.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I kept saying that. Like a lot. Hold on. I'm going to open up my sheet of notes that I have somewhere. So I'm going to be just a second, but you go ahead and talk about it.
So you actually know Guinevere. But
I know Guinevere?
I mean, you know that's his daughter. He's dead.
I did not write that down. Thought I did. Okay, can you say that name one more time?
Velmont is the last name. Her name happens to be Guinevere. I don't remember. You had written down the father's name. I could look it up afterwards, but you had written down the
that's fine.
father's name before. Gotcha.
And what did he do? He was my...
The experiments.
Oh, right.
There you go. There you go.
Oopsie doopsie. Okay. Yikes. All right.
Yeah.
Big lore there. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna open that
Yeah,
box
so-
and.
Yeah, just put that one back in my mind to never look at again.
Well, considering
so,
when you
yeah,
start looking into the past, you're like, I don't want to see this.
Yeah. So when he hears the name Velmont, he'll like rub his temples and be like, no, we're not talking to her.
No.
why not?
This is a woman that has access to some pretty secretive stuff. Is there something I should be concerned about?
How old is she?
20s.
I know her father.
We heard it. You said I know her father. I don't know who her father is. Is he a good man?
No.
Oh.
I'm not working with him.
Okay. I won't press the issue anymore, especially considering the circumstance.
Are they near here? The Vilmots.
Specifically Guinevere. She lives in Hardgwen.
She lives here.
In the city.
She'll actually, Rena will go to take a swig and say, "What is she, your ex?" And smile.
Yeah, when you say that, he's just gonna kind of look at you with like pure anger. Just for a second, like just unbridled rage.
She'll look back and say, "Relax. I was joking."
I think we should leave town. I think it'd be easier, honestly, if we were out there and he was looking for you, then it would be
Hold
for us to
on,
look for him.
hold on. Nobody knows your name. You can stay here. Nobody will know you're here. Let me put an ear out. Let me see if I can find out where this Kudan went. Last thing we want is the terror creeping up on you while you're sleeping. You've had a long few days, I imagine?
The sooner we find him, the better.
Well, a couple more swigs like that, Rena, and I'm sure you'll be earning yourself a good night's rest. Why don't I get started, and the two of you make yourselves comfortable. Please bear in mind I'm in the middle of remodeling.
Any room is fine, or the rooms with beds, maybe?
There's beds, he says, standing up. Listen.
Thank you for your wonderful hospitality.
When the place was taken, there was a little bit of anger. I hope it doesn't show too much in the decor.
As charming as ever.
He'll smile and he starts walking out. Oh, he will pop back and say, actually, if you find yourself bored and can't sleep in the middle of the night, supposedly the people that own this place happen to own slaves too. They ran a slave ring. Maybe there's hidden doors that haven't been found yet.
Thank you for the reminder.
Walks out.
I really hope I don't find a slave door.
I'm not opening that door. All right, so anyways, what do your characters do for the evening?
Well, she's got the bottle hostage and just will glance over at Elijah, but kind of stand up from where she's sitting and head towards like wherever are there staircases in this room, hallways, what, like where?
Not in this room, but there are staircases and whatnot. So yeah, they can you can absolutely go upstairs from a different area.
All right, then she's gonna head upstairs.
Okay.
Just to explore.
All right, so you go upstairs, look around. I mean, this is definitely a wealthy mansion. It belonged to. Honestly, looking around, it's hard to make out the name because it looks like everywhere there's a name of people that something that wasn't taken was destroyed. Gray something. No, maybe it's Grass. You can't make out exactly what the name was, but some surname was the family name of the people that lived here. It doesn't really matter. You look about, the place was obviously at one point in time rather grand. It's been stripped, like completely stripped, like books all taken, like the Grinch Stole Christmas stripped. A crumb, not even large enough for a mouse, or whatever they say. Crumb too small for, I don't know, whatever.
How
Eat the
big is
mouse.
this
It's a bad
place?
time.
It's massive. It's a mansion.
Huge mansion.
Yeah.
Okay. Elijah hang out in the main room then?
That was a really bad time to look at the stream notifications.
Why?
When you get up and start exploring, Elijah would probably sit and stew for a moment, and then if he heard like a particularly loud noise or like a scooting of a dresser or something, he would come
she wouldn't be
investigate.
gentle about going through this place either. Like she's
Yeah.
kicking open doors. Obviously the place has been ransacked, like he just came into it by. They're like, well, you can have
So-
that place, and he's like sick, and so she's not really being gentle about it. She's just
Yeah,
kind of
so
looking,
so
looking
Elijah would,
around.
after a few minutes, come up to whatever room you're kicking shit in, and you just see the scene of you with a bottle in hand, just like ripping, like throwing dressers down, like scooting them across the room,
Tearing the
looking
drawers
for
out. Yeah.
looking for doors and secrets, and he'd like lean in the door frame and be like, "You found one with a bed yet?"
I mean, what are there? 40
Well,
bedrooms in this place?
Why do I feel like it's gonna be easier to find a body than it will be to find a bed?
Well, I can tell you this place wasn't taken kindly. That's for sure.
I can tell. Yeah. The wallpaper's disgusting, by the way. I don't know what was described to me before, but this is terrible.
So you're ready to joke around now?
I've only had like 2 shots.
She'll pass him the bottle.
It's warm again. You'll cool it again and start drinking.
She
So,
moves like another bookcase and like tests the wall.
this Dwayne guy, is he trustworthy?
He is. Surprisingly. Actually, he helped us, well, forever ago.
Were you here forever ago?
No, not here. It was back in, Momley? Question mark? Okay.
So right before,
Yeah.
right before I met you. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was part of the rebellion?
No. No, it
Oh.
wasn't actually. He was after me.
It's funny how friendships work. And you'll hand the bottle back after taking like maybe another 2 shots worth. I don't know how much is left. I don't know how much.
Yeah, how much have
completely
we gone through this
gulped
bottle?
down this
It
bottle.
wasn't
This bottle's
empty.
got
Maybe let's say
destroyed.
like a quarter left. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so have like a shot and a half worth then, and give you back like whatever's left, the leftovers. So you have history with someone. I also have lived for a while, and I
She'll gasp. No. And just laugh.
yeah. Although when I look in the mirror now, it feels not as long as I look. But that's neither here nor there. The Vilmots he was talking about. They nasty family, really bad people. They wanted a Malta to be full of very powerful mages like myself. And they were willing to sacrifice what they needed to make that happen. This Guinevere girl that he's going for, well, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so you can understand my hesitation.
So she tried to coerce you into this new setup?
Daelric, I'm trying to remember. It was
You only the father.
only the father, but was it like they persuaded me to do it with some kind of reward, or is it like they take you and
It was people could. It's kind of like real life. You know, hey, sign up for experiments, sleep study.
okay.
Want to be all that you can be for a Malta? Join now.
They
So it was like Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
yeah, Uncle Sam.
As long as it's not Uncle Tom.
When you're an adolescent in the schools learning magic and they tell you they know a way where you can learn it with ease, most of us took it. And they don't really tell you what it is.
So that's how you came to learn all the magic you know then?
Well, not all of it. I like to assume that some of it was innate.
How do you know?
But,
How do you know that you can handle magic?
I've always known.
Something.
How do you know you can
feel?
swing an axe?
Well, that took practice. A lot of dead people.
But you still chose the axe. And I chose magic. Listen. I'm gonna find a room with a bed. Might take me some time. But don't take off in the middle of the night, will you? Nah, I trust you. Then he'll leave.
Elijah, before he walks out,
Yes?
this is gonna sound weird, but
You know we've been in a time temple together.
okay, maybe not that weird then. But I can't sleep alone. Just not in a room just not in a room by myself.
Ah. Well, let Dwayne know. And he leaves.
So yeah, you guys kind of, a little bit of time passes, not long, maybe another 8-9 minutes or so, and you hear like a on the door down below. The knock on the door is a pretty heavy one. It's a pretty friggin' sturdy knock at the door.
Does it sound like an orc's fist?
Honestly, it sounds like somebody smashing the door with a rock.
An orc. Okay. Is there a peephole? Who is it? I'll let Dwayne handle it. I'm not.
Dwayne's not here.
He's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is
why.
it Dwayne?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open the door.
You open the
this
door.
monster.
You open the door, and what you see before you is a large and imposing. I'm going to use the word man, but the thing is, he happens to be made out of rock.
Stone?
Yeah, he's like a large
Yeah,
man that seems to be made out of rock. He's big. He's imposing. He has a decent sized weapon at his side. Sorry. When you open up the door, he looks down at you, a little bit surprised to see you, and says,
"You are not Dwayne."
Does this look like the golem I saw when I was in Curse Vault?
Did you meet Kithel before? There you go.
Is it Kithel?
Elijah, you are still in Adir.
Well, we left and came back. Do you want to come inside?
Thank you. One moment, I am waiting for someone. They walk slowly, so they will be joining in just a moment. You still have a Perrin officer in Adir. Where is Cadus?
We separated.
He is no longer with you.
No. We left him at the prison that I can't remember the name of. The prison. What is it?
The gate.
It was like the gate.
The gate, yeah.
I knew it. Right before you said it, I knew it. He went to the gate to visit.
He is not here. You are here with Dwayne. How is it that you are familiar with Dwayne?
Rena knows him.
Rena is here. The one who has many rumors about her.
Yes.
Perhaps I should come inside.
And as he goes to do so, you actually hear a holler from down the street. Kithel, hold up. Sorry, I forgot a book. And you actually see a, cute, if somewhat mousy looking young lady walking up the street. She's carrying a couple of books under her arm, and is making her way looking at Kithel. It takes a couple of moments before you make the connection. You've seen her before. She might not be able to recognize you by sight, but you definitely do her because, you know, it was his daughter. And you see Guinevere coming up to join with Kithel.
Actually, Kithel, why don't I just bring Rena down and we can just meet outside? The new decor, we don't want you accidentally breaking something.
I came to speak to Dwayne. I imagine he will be returning.
God damn, he speaks so slow. Every syllable, she's taking several steps closer.
Sometime soon, allowing me to.
Yeah, he'll meet you outside,
encounter.
and he closes the door.
You gonna close the door? Do me a favor, just make me a quick dex check to snap it shut before he can react, because he's slow, but you know.
Dex check. Okay, I almost did a saving throw. Dex.
DJ, my son. Let the beat drop. Let the beat drop.
Sorry. You got a dex check of 9.
No.
Are you happy with your 9, or do you want to luck that?
I'm not gonna luck against.
I mean, he's a big
this.
stone guy. It's not going to be very hard, but a 9's a pretty low roll. You could potentially luck it and make it.
I'm not gonna luck against him.
Okay.
I don't luck against my friends.
You go to snap the door shut. The problem is you're not strong, and he's made out of rock. So he just puts his hand in the way, and it's almost like the door was stopped by a wall.
Okay, great. So yeah, hits his hand, and Elijah will just start backing up and be like, "I'll get Rena," and he leaves the room.
Okay. You go clambering upstairs.
I'll be down here waiting.
Yeah, just
for
wait there.
Hey there, Gwen.
And it kind of trails off.
Okay, and Elijah's gonna go search for Rena, and he's gonna be shouting her name in the hall. Rena! But damn it! All these slave doors. I can't find the right one.
Oh my
She won't
God.
answer. She's just listening to him try to find her.
Oh, I can imagine at this point in time, she's actually like legit drunk. Like she's sitting there being like, just like enjoying the fact that other people are looking for her, and she's just silently just like,
She's like
I'm
giggling
gonna roll
to herself.
an investigation to find her.
Just, like, hiding.
"Hi, Brett. What are you doing?"
Okay, I think I found you.
What? Man.
Yeah, I'm
You found-
pretty good at that. I find Rena, thank God. Listen, friend of mine's downstairs. He really wants to talk to you. I'm gonna hide in a slave door. So you have a good conversation. Please don't be mean. He will kill you.
Oh, so now you need something from me.
Oh my God, are you drunk?
No, so listen. The moment I need something from you, it's fuck off, Rena. But the moment you need something from me, I have to come running
Guinevere's
to your
downstairs?
beck and call. Who? Your
Velma?
ex?
Not my ex.
Oh, right, the girl. She's here?
Yes. And they want to speak with Dwayne, but he's not here. So please be a good hostess for me. And I'm going to hide in the furthest room from that entrance until sunrise.
No. You don't get to get out of this so easily, okay? And she'll just kind of like slap herself to like, you're coming with me. Grab him by his shirt and start
No,
heading
I'm not.
downstairs.
And he'll try to break
Can I
free of the grasp.
can I strength check that?
Yeah, how do we do this?
I mean, technically speaking, it's an opposed roll, so it's, I guess athletics versus acrobatics for you to try to like wire away, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna be spindly and try to escape. 17.
And mine's athletics.
Yours is
Let's see.
athletics. Please roll a 1. Please roll a 1. Please don't roll a 20.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yes.
You are drunk, so.
I know, it makes sense.
Yeah, so he'll break free and sprint.
Full on sprint.
She'll just watch him run and be like, you motherfucker.
Start opening doors and slamming them behind him, just in random directions, trying to find a room that's closed off. with no windows, one entrance.
It makes a lot of noise upstairs. Eventually, you guys actually hear from downstairs. Hold on a second. Sorry.
Is everything okay up there?
She's walking downstairs.
What's his name?
Kithel. Kithel.
But you didn't tell me that.
From
so
like, from deep in the house, from like behind many walls, you just hear "I'm fine, Kithel."
She's walking down the stairs looking at this dude. What does she see?
So Kithel is a man made out of literal rock. Like he's actually a rock man. And so you are just kind of walk in to see that he is kind of sitting there comfortably, waiting to, for whoever to come downstairs. He has a massive mole that he had placed down on the ground near by his side, but he doesn't look scary. He doesn't look intimidated. He doesn't look frightening. He just looks like a dude. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like he's trying to be scary. He just is big and intimidating. However, also sitting downstairs at the same table you guys were sitting before, you see a young lady. She looks like she's probably in her early 20s, definitely human. She just has an air about her that says that she's probably of noble descent, birth, whatever it is. And she is, of noble descent, birth, whatever it might be. And she is, kind of has almost like a bit of a mousiness to her, if you had to describe it in some way. Anyways, so when you come walking in and looking, you'll actually see as you walk in the door, Kithel immediately will stand up and say,
Rena the Destroyer. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Kithel. Kithel of Valoran. This here is Guinevere.
and as you go to react, Guinevere will actually stand up. She doesn't stand up or anything. She just gives you kind of like a polite little smile. You know what I mean? How do you react?
It's just him. It's just Kithel and Guinevere.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought there. I don't know why I thought there was a third person.
It was a mole.
A mole.
Oh.
Not like a mole like person, but like a mole like a hammer.
Well, yeah.
A mall?
Mole. Mole. I could be pronouncing it wrong. I do that.
You kept saying mole like a
gopher.
Rat.
I thought he had a little summon.
M-A-U-L.
It's a mall.
It's a mall. Darth Maul.
You maul people
Maul.
with it.
Got it. Okay. Anyway, she'll just say,
Malding.
Nice to meet you.
To her, she says, "Oh, it's a pleasure. Of course. Rena the Destroyer. I honestly haven't had the, have never heard of you. What do you
just
destroy?
Rena is fine.
Oh, okay.
What do you destroy?
That's definitely something she'd say.
Just Rena is fine. That's all she'll say.
Guinevere. Again, you can call me Gwen if you would like. What brings you to Hard Gwen? Huh.
Some friends.
I hope everything is well.
What brings you here?
Oh, I've lived here for some time, just doing research and things like that, and helping out with the local hospital. I happen to know my way around herbs and stuff like that, so, when the undead plague happened, I helped figure out the disease, and anyways, I've just been keeping busy.
And how do you know Dwayne?
Oh, he's on the council.
Jumanji.
Intimately.
Well, he's not here.
No. Kithel came to speak with Dwayne, and Kithel and I were working on something with Elliot. Kithel then kind of like, he slowly gives her a look. You can roll an insight check, Rena, disadvantage because you're drunk.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
You still have that Winifred's wisdom, unless you used it, Rena.
I'm not gonna.
No, you
no,
just
not
don't.
yet.
You just don't pick up anything on it. That's all.
I figured you wouldn't use it. I was just making sure. It was
Coward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, you don't pick up anything on it. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, you don't pick up anything of what they're saying. So, he kind of gives her a look, and she goes, and you're here for friends. That's nice. And Kithel kind of takes over and says,
Your reputation has preceded you. We have heard of you several times in Valorin. Do you have business with the Perrin here in Adir? Is this in relation to the fact that they are taking the lands to the south?
I don't have business with them here. But what do you mean they're taking lands to the south?
Once more with feeling.
South of the river, in the southeast of Adir. They are taking the lands there.
And Gwen, you mentioned the what did you? My brain's saying zombies, but I think she said something else.
"No, she said zombies."
Did she say zombies?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I just love the fact that you're like, I'm having an awkward drunk conversation with two people I don't know.
Yeah. She's just gonna say, so this zombie thing. How's that going?
Oh, it's pretty much been taken care of. We cured them spreading, and people killed them all, and looks like the dead are sleeping the way they're supposed to now. You weren't here for the zombies? To destroy them?
She just shake her head.
It's one of those things where you like getting the impression this is super awkward, and you can easily read off her. Yeah, she thinks so too. Kithel, however, is like a rock.
So Dwayne mentioned that you were
aliens.
a mage.
Oh, not exactly. I was, but I'm not really. Can we talk about something else?
Elijah's here.
Elijah?
Oh, you don't know him?
It's a common name where I'm from. It's like a John or a Rena.
He's a pretty powerful mage. Says he knows you.
Do you mean Elijah Pearson?
That's the one. 2 points.
Oh, Kithel, you know me. I always am forgetting things. I forgot another book in the ruins. And she gets up and she walks out the door and then comes back like 10 seconds later and picks up the books that are on the table and like walks out and shuts the door behind her as she leaves the building.
I imagine Rena's like, so they did date.
She's just gonna actually shout up behind her and say, she's gone now, you can come out. If he could hear her.
He could hear her. He's Elijah. He's got a 19 passive.
Uh-huh. She'll turn back to Kithel and just
He's
say,
choosing not to hear you.
Yeah, my wife does that all the time.
She'll turn back to Kithel and she'll say, you wanted to speak with me?
I had no intention of coming to speak with you. I came to speak with Dwayne and stumbled across you. Your work is bloody, but some would argue necessary. I actually believe part of the reason why my home has not been attacked or destroyed is because of the actions that you have taken in the north. I don't know why you are here, but I can tell you, from the people of Valoran, thank you for what you have done. We appreciate everything that you have done for us, even if you didn't realize it. I imagine the costs were great, but they were not in vain.
I'm glad I could help someone. But Dwayne isn't here, and I don't know when he'll come back.
Nods again.
Patience is something I know well.
Well,
You
you're
actually
welcome
get.
Oh, you're welcome to hang out here. I'll just be. Yeah. She'll turn to go to head back.
He just gives you like a slight smile, so you kind of get up and leave. Maybe he'll just be comfortable here alone. Either way, you get up, you leave. You go find Elijah, or do you just kind of find a room, pass out?
No, she's gonna try to find Elijah.
Okay.
Roll investigation.
Disadvantage.
Invisibility.
No, he's not invisible.
No, because she's drunk.
No, he'd probably not. Well, double threes, really.
Threes? What is that?
So
Rolling
while
shit
you're
today.
looking for him, you're having no luck. And after a few minutes of searching, he actually comes out of a door that you've already searched. And he walks into the hall and he says, "Thanks."
Just roll her eyes. You're welcome, I guess.
Anyone still downstairs?
It's just Kithel.
I am still downstairs.
Kithel, are you alone?
He is alone.
I am alone.
Kithel, do you drink?
I drink many things, but I imagine you are referring to alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Funny you should mention that. I am actually starting a...
You hear him not get up, move, or anything. He's just comfortably hollering from downstairs.
a brewery back in Kurzfall.
Is that true? He says that. He says that to Arena, like very amused. Hey, Kithel. Let's try to find some alcohol. How about that? Look through the cupboards. I'll come down in a second. Do you want to drink with us, Arena? It's only once in a lifetime opportunity to drink with a Stone
rock?
Golem.
Oh.
Well, D-Rock.
You know what? You go ahead.
Yeah, you've probably had enough. And he goes down by himself to drink with a stone. What are you doing? I feel bad for Tyler.
All this. Tyler has metamorphosized to his final form.
Listen,
He's just hair.
I've been making do with what I have and entertaining myself with random objects around me.
I do want to point out in Twitch chat, Doxy popped by and said, I can't hear any of you, but you look very handsome and pretty today. We know who she was talking about.
Thank you, Doxy.
Oh, it wasn't you, Messi.
You're welcome, Messi. That's what she said.
I convinced her I was talking to Dunce, and Dunce was shouting everything I was saying back to her, and I was trying to convince her that he was actually talking to a Samsung refrigerator. So we were trying to convince Doxy that me on the other end of the headphones was like a text-to-speech Samsung refrigerator, and we were this close. I swear to God, we were so close. And then I started flirting with her, and then she realized that it was not a refrigerator.
What voice did you use?
I just used Microsoft Sam. Like, I just used some bullshit. I just looked up like text-to-speech like browsers, and I just did it through there. And then Dunce was repeating everything I said, so she could hear like bleeding through his headphones like a little bit of text-to-speech, and then he would repeat it back to her, and she'd be like, "Yeah, okay." And he's like, "No, seriously, I'm talking to a Samsung fridge." We were so fucking close. He's like, "Yeah, they can do that now. You can talk to them."
I mean, there are refrigerators that have that for like grocery lists.
It'd be something like this, I imagine.
Please return to the main menu.
I don't hear anything.
Chat can hear it.
Please return to the main
Yeah,
menu.
like that. Yes. Exactly like that. Even though I didn't hear a single thing you did.
100%. Totally heard it. Know exactly what you're talking about, Scott. 100% of the time.
So before we jump into Tyler and Magma World, which I'm assuming we're about to get to, I just want to say that Elijah is going to have a good night drinking with the Stone Golem. And he will only occasionally, when he's drunk, ask about the Valmont family and then not want to hear the answer anyway and be like, "No, let's talk about something else." And then he'll bring it up later. And he's going to keep doing that until he passes out.
Okay.
Are we going to Magma World now?
Anyways, eventually you guys pass out. Eventually, Dwayne actually comes back, and the drunk one is Rena, so he's going to leave Rena alone. He's going to come and talk to Elijah. He'll awaken you.
Exactly sober. Okay.
But you're compared to her. He'll awaken you in the middle of the night. Elijah.
Oh, hey, Dwayne.
Elijah, awake.
Yeah.
You're not in
I
the
heard
same
you
room as Rena, so.
I know.
He'll actually go and pull up some carpet or whatever, or some floor nearby. Kind of like leans against the wall and sits there and says, so, well, first of all, I didn't realize Guinevere was going to be coming. I hope that didn't cause any problems.
I didn't see her.
Oh.
Must have missed her.
Convenient.
Just by chance, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's not how Kithel put it, but that's fine. So,
Well, Kithel is a stone golem with no brain.
It's rather offensive to say to probably one of the kindest people I've ever met.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just the alcohol and the lack of sleep, I think. I haven't slept well in like 3 nights now.
Oh. I found
Then you woke me up.
out some information about the terror.
Okay.
He's still nearby.
I was hoping to get 1 night of sleep.
He went by to collect the remains after you were done with them. Apparently, he gave the hound a burial.
Not all of it.
Not all of it. If you wanted to, he'd probably help you find him.
Has to be tonight.
We know where he is now. Doesn't have to be tonight, but probably tomorrow. After that, who knows?
Tomorrow.
Get your rest. I'm sure you'll need it. He says, and he kind of like does one of those, as he leans forward to get up, kind of like gives you a slap in the knee, and then gets it and stands up.
And Elijah will like lean over the edge of his bed and pull up the last half drinking beer, and he'll chug it and finish it off to get back to sleep.
What was the name of that brewery? Do you guys remember? I have it written somewhere.
The Stone Golem actually has a brewery.
He's not a golem, man. Stop being racist.
He looks like a golem. He talks like a golem. He's a dog.
It's called Emerald Vines Brewing.
Nice. Can't wait to go there next time I'm in Kurzwald. First stop, I promise.
So, anyways, first stop's gonna be prison. most likely.
Yeah, I mean, every new city we always see the prison first. Yeah.
Apparently.
The gates and then the prison.
Like, wow, look at this architect. Well, at least get scenes of the cells.
Hey, we just like walk in. You and you, come with me.
They look at you like, you two, incels. So, you,
Don't call me an incel.
the shoe fits.
But I'm a duck, I guess.
So, you guys, so Rena, you of course spend the night resting, get over your hangover. Messy. Yours is a little bit different of an experience.
Why? Why can't I just have a nice sleep?
That's not how things work.
Because someone put a curse in, didn't they?
There's nothing to do with curses. In your sleep, you unfortunately remember details about your past.
My God.
The experiments that you had to go through. The freezing cold magics you were submerged into. Effectively dipping your body into, what is it? Like a liquid nitrogen. Thank you. Like a liquid nitrogen. It was horrifying. It was painful.
Yeah, it sucked.
But you also never asked to stop. At that point in time in your life, it's what you wanted. You remember the cold, calculating look on his face, Lord Velmont. He knew what he was doing. He knew how much pain you'd be in. But also, he needed an experiment to work. You remember this. And you start living through it vividly. You can actually feel the cold biting your skin. You can actually feel the frigidness eating your skin, literally chomping away at it. As you're hearing this, as you're feeling this dream, you can actually feel just like fear overcoming your mind, pain overcoming your body, as you just hear a very simple message in your own voice coming to you. Get out and don't come back. Get out. Run. Leave here. Don't come back. And then in your dream, the glass is shattered of the like receptacle that you're put inside, and like the wave of this whatever this magical liquid is that you're in kind of washes down, and as you kind of like are being tumbled through the water, being like cut by the glass, you kind of roll to the side and wake up. Early in the morning, you wake up covered, drenched in probably cold sweats. It's one of those things where you're out of breath and you kind of like your own body twitched and rolled itself over as you woke up from this nightmare. And as you spend a couple of moments trying to catch your breath and catch your, mind and everything to you, you look down and you see where you nicked yourself in your dream with that glass. You see that cut in your arm. It's bleeding. Not like profusely, but you can see the cut.
Like fresh?
Fresh.
Lift up the covers and see if there's anything in the bed.
Actually, she is absolutely stunning. I'd say an 11 out of 10. No, you're alone.
No, yeah, obviously I'm alone. Is there any glass or something in the bed like that I leave it? Was I cuddling a wine glass and I squeezed it too hard? No.
No, you don't.
I've done that.
I mean, to be fair, there is debris all over the ground here before. All over the ground here. Maybe something there did it. You can try to roll an investigation, but honestly, you don't have your full wits about you at the moment. You can try to roll an investigation if you would like. Before you do so, I need you to roll with disadvantage because you have a level of exhaustion waking up like that.
No.
What? Exhaustion? It's not too soon, is it? So looking around, you can't find out what it was that would have cut this. Maybe if it was something physically.
You
hear Viking? Viking's clearly been around in the channel for a while.
Hey, Viking. He's gonna push that thought to the back of his mind and assume that maybe it was a splinter or a piece of wood that he got last night and it reopened as he was turning or something. It's not from the dream. but something that happened to him caused the dream, is what he's thinking. Probably when he was drinking last night, maybe he fell on something. Not sure.
Maybe.
He's gonna just patch it with. It probably doesn't need much. He'll just dab the blood away, I guess, and just leave the cut to heal on its own. And aching, get out of bed and get dressed for the day.
You didn't actually cast any spells yesterday, did you? Not any of that are really noteworthy. You were supposed to cantrips.
Just the ones in my ring.
Correct. Yeah. So you did not get a long rest, but that doesn't really matter. It's just the fact that you have a level of fatigue.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of have all my spell slots back because I definitely got a lot of short rests.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do anything yesterday.
You can only do that ability once per short rest. Once per long rest. But that doesn't matter because you didn't cast any spells, so you're good. Anyways, so what do you do next?
He's going to. Do I know the time of day? Is it like really early?
Early morning, like sun's starting to peak. Like, hello.
That's too early to wake Arena up. I'm just gonna sit in my notebook or in my spell book and get my spells ready for the day and just chill out until the sun's a bit higher, till I feel less guilty about waking up Rena.
Okay.
So maybe like when the sun's all the way up, like past sunrise, like just past sunrise, he'll go and see if Rena's awake.
Rena has the misfortune of being one of those people that even though she's drunk and clearly going to be hungover today, she lives such a strictly regimented life every day that even though she's drunk and honestly, she's probably waking up still drunk, not quite hungover yet. She still wakes up on time. Actually, probably an hour earlier than she usually would. I honestly
do that.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I literally wake up at like 6 or 7 o'clock, and I'm like,
when I drink a lot, I sleep less. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep a lot more.
Well, I could go back to sleep, but usually it's always like on the dot, like 6 or 7 o'clock. And I'm like,
Cryptic's in chat. Cryptic, she's claiming to do this. I want to know, A, is it true? And B, since it's true, does she do something like whack you to go get her Gatorade or breakfast or something, and then after you've appropriately catered to her, then she goes back to sleep?
No, he'll tell you that. He'll be like, she fends for her damn self, which I really do.
Good husbands will lie for their wives.
He'll be like, no, I did this and that and this for her. Rena destroys the hangover. Yes, you're right. Fuck out of here.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys are you wake up Rena, like one of those things where when you wake up you kind of like roll over, face in the pillow. Why am I awake now? 5 minutes later, when you actually get out of your bed, you come to the realization you don't know if you're drunk or hungover yet.
That's a good place to be in. She's not gonna think too hard about it.
So when you grab the bottle and you just keep it going.
You keep it up for the rest of the day. That's that's it. But she unfortunately drank it all, so she'll just get ready.
Damn, that's so unfortunate.
Darn. She only had the one bottle. You got extra from the other dude. But anyway, she'll get ready and then stumble downstairs.
Okay. Elijah, she's there.
Downstairs? Okay. Yeah, so Elijah will come down the stairs as well because he also had a room upstairs. And he will be, when you see him, he looks very pale, like much paler than you remember. His veins almost like his skin's translucent and his veins are like popping out of his skin. Like he looks really dehydrated and sickly, but not like extremely sickly, just more than normal for him. And he'll come down and... Good morning. Is Dwayne down there?
Nope, not right now. He'll be back later. You heard him get up and leave early.
Do you know where Dwayne keeps his water?
She'll just look at you kind of lazily and just say, you look like shit.
Yeah. I had
your liquor?
Had nightmares all night. And Dwayne visited me. Told me we have some work to do today.
What did he say?
We're gonna kill your hunter.
When did he come to you?
Couldn't have been before 4. Sorry, couldn't have been before. What was that, 4?
The sun
4.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the hours ago?
Yes.
Why didn't you wake me?
You were drunk.
She'll just like narrow her eyes. And she actually is more alert now, so she's gonna basically search the place. 1 for water, and 2, she's just gonna get ready to leave. Since Dwayne doesn't seem to be around.
Okay, yeah, so we'll look for a water pump or water
You find
bases.
water. It's not going to be... We can honestly time skip till Dwayne gets there unless you guys are going to have RP
Perfect.
about getting ready to leave or anything like that.
I don't think so.
I think we know what we need to do, yeah.
When Dwayne comes in a couple hours later, he walks in and gives you a look and says, morning, Rena. Elijah tell you?
Yeah. Where is he?
Nearby. Kept up. Not too far from here, but honestly, he probably left. The trail will be fresh. You should be able to follow it. I have a friend that can probably help you in this hunt. It's a mountain man that I've worked with before. He also happens to be in the area. His name's Devosky. He might be able to help you.
How many friends do you have, Dwayne?
I'm a retired adventurer. You make friends along the way, if they live long enough to tell.
Yeah, they typically don't all live in the same area.
No, but Hodgwen is a place to pass through.
Okay.
It's a reprieve
So
from
Mountain Man.
Paradel. Oh, he's not here. He's the town where you fought him. You'll be able to find him there.
Perfect, we're ready.
Well, we'll worry about that. When he looks at you and says, I guess you are ready, aren't you?
He's got his backpack.
I wanna
When's the
get
bus
this
coming?
over with.
I understand.
Do you have horses we could borrow by chance?
Horses lent out don't tend to return.
Fair enough. Let's just
Smart.
get moving. Where can I find
And I
this
guess-
friend of yours?
The town where you fought the terror.
Oh, he's in town. Got it. Sorry.
That's
I
east,
misunderstood.
right?
Correct.
Let's go.
And absolutely, I agree. We should go to break. Hi, everybody. We'll be with you.
Dwayne, who are
shortly.
you talking to?
Sorry, it's a weird night. I dreamt about, it doesn't matter.
Is there like an audience in your mind, Dwayne?
I had a weird dream.
What did you dream about?
I had a dream that I was recognized by a well-known comedian who was like, I know you. And she was like,
Kevin Hart?
You're that Tyler guy. You're actually really funny. You should come on my show. And then I was like going around and making a bunch of people laugh that I already knew and was friends with around their house at this big mansion. That's all I remember.
And then you woke up
Wait.
and you started crying.
Female comedian in their show. Do you mean like stand-up comedy show, or do you mean like
It was like a talk show.
Michelle Wolf?
Ellen?
Oh, she's not a comedian.
Yeah, I
She
think
used
it
to
was
be.
Michelle. Yeah.
Michelle Wolf is the only female comedian with it. No, then there's also that blonde woman
Oprah?
that says angry things all the time.
Yeah, not the
Not Fox
Tammy
News, dude.
Lauren or
Yeah,
whatever.
not Amy. Oh God, what?
Humor.
Tammy. No,
Wait,
Amy.
I was like, what comedian? Oh, Amy. You're talking about Amy.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer. Yeah, not the angry blonde lady. Maybe Wolf. Michelle Wolf's pretty funny. I love Michelle Wolf.
Oh, can they still hear us?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say it.
Can I take my break, please?
Yeah, I mean, they can't see us, just hear us.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away. You guys keep talking about Amy Schumer.
Oh no, I'm just gonna mute you guys. All right, be right back. Chat, just give me 1 second, sorry. Hello. Oh, I'm still recording.